One more wedding, rivals had to row. DEI rejected, got to go. Square Enix just fired activists. Rest in piss, but you shall not be missed. No more grooming, blur out signaling. Pronouns over, support dwindling. Horses didn't stop automobiles, and AI don't care how you feel. Arc Raiders a 2 out of 5, but Dragon Age is perfect. Why? They them can't judge nothing fairly. Dimwit still in business barely. Anti-beauty, anti-art. Lose your job cause you're so smart. Can't entertain, everything's taboo. Saudi sees soft power from you. Record layoffs, record loss. Kyle Danza, I'm the boss. Do what I say or you are a bigot. Peep this line in the sand, can you dig it? Artists death threat cause they chose not to draw homosexual. We won't consume from your trough. Take your own advice and piss off. Beta tester. Beta tester. Hello, beta testers. To help this channel grow and help me bring consistent content, liking this video and commenting or subscribing in case YouTube tries separating us makes a world of a difference. We're only 2 days away from where winds meet, so I want to remind everyone of what DEI does to even a dance, forcing stiff, rigid, and uncanny movement because you wouldn't want too much movement or swaying in a dance. Specifically, women might look too provocative in the midst of that, and that's counterproductive to the men that they want to push as being no different from women as far as the agenda that losers currently getting fired for have failed to push for a decade, with all the help in the world too. My name's Kyle, and I'm wealthy, not in any of the sexy money ways that matter, but in honesty, which I do consider a currency, because of course I do. You can trust that whatever ignorant blasphemy I ejaculate is what I sincerely believe one way or another, and that drive to live honestly and make an honest living is what keeps us from stealing, killing, and otherwise endeavoring to make everyone in our lives doormats or stepping stones on the way to our current goals. Some of you may very well understand training yourself to use AI and wormhole people's money is a safer bet than wasting away somewhere they barely pay you on the way to replacement by someone or something cheaper, but still, we strive and we don't force, we don't pressure, we don't need to manipulate, convince, or trick, we don't need to redefine words and invent new definitions because we don't make a living forcing people to see, act, or view things a way they do not wish to. An overwhelming amount of people continue to be released by Square Enix, and it's including but not limited to many of the activists that would be advocating for the removal of male and female in favor of body type A and body type B from things like Dragon Quest that we've seen recently. In response to John Heineke's resignation ahead of the layoffs, user Zahur wrote, "When AAA start pushing agendas gamers don't want to see, they pay for it by not buying the game. Fire the long-term failing CEO and the staff that embraced woke ideology." To which John Heineke eloquently responds, "Oh, piss off." So it's nice to know we can start ramping up that kind of speech. You know, this comes amid massive layoffs hitting nearly all US and UK teams, QA, publishing, anything in any place associated with DEI flops, and Japan HQ is seizing control and ditching some of that Western localization bloat, that weight that they're trimming to become more agile because they're censoring classics that they're not even, talented enough to. You guys aren't creators, you're remakers, remasterers, and you're shoving lectures into things that straight better men made before you. No more ugly, masculinized waifus like Insomniac's Mary Jane. Expect the games with pretty women again, because that's profitable and popular. Ubisoft's tanking, stock plummeting in the shadow of the nuke. Assassin's Creed. Right on the heels of Star Wars Outlaws featuring the ugliest bitch you guys have managed in K-Vest. A special thanks to the woke losers playing their part, constantly trying to argue with the reality of there being blatant tension and disdain for this kind of obvious pandering. Without you, this conversation would not appear as loud. The Yote reveal reaction alone made some of the entities publishing this slop terrified, and it has been factored into future endeavors as icing on an already Concord cake. And the Antifa drama was really the extra secretions of pus you just want right on top of that already poopy cake. You don't know what Concord robbed from gaming, and as a whole, the cancellations, the delays onto cancellations that you will see in the coming months will really spell something out about the even robot has pronoun games that were going to be coming down the pipes, but the future will be molded, not by you, but by the Azure Primelias, Crimson Deserts, Ananta, Stellar Blade sequels, Where Winds Meet surprises you'll be seeing in the coming weeks. And I'll reiterate, these games don't need to set the world on fire, they just need to establish a little bit of innovation in the way of instilling hope and faith that the future of gaming may go somewhere with significantly less DEI servings that can wash over the industry and change it. But AAA may be finished. You can't get a GTA out in a decade because of queer fear. Gotta change the stuff. Oh no, people aren't gonna like it. You're aware all of a sudden. Greed and woke. Man, pick one. Bungie learned with Destiny 2. Blizzard's gonna learn. It's already learned. Overwatch 2 lied to players for months about a non-existent PvE mode, but Rivals got a zombie mode out. It's launching a social space and 18v18 battlefield mode in their crowd-pleasing teen-rated game with jiggle physics waifus that can be something that femme fatales can confidently stride through without the usual losers melting down in times so turbulent and ripe with Saudi buyouts forcing gamers to laugh at the reality of a game becoming more profitable in Saudi hands because of the prioritization of quality and entertainment over gay agenda. It has Sims creators melting down after weeks of coping and convincing themselves that, it may not even happen, it's not that big a deal, there's no such thing as ethical consumption. This is all delightful. Now that this nonsense seems to have personally affected people, because as stupid as hearing people suddenly talk about censorship and freedom of speech because they're washed up sellout on late night television that used to be on a man show that would end itself with bitches jiggling their titties on a trampoline, you kids don't know how stupid you act inside and out because you have no perspective and a lifetime of queer coaching that has led you to believe that it's okay. In terms you can understand, you have negative aura. And in my era, we recognize people who rack so hard that just the thought of them makes people smile, as it contrasts you aura vacuums, singularities that'll inevitably consume they themselves. And we all know better than to get caught in your limp dick pull. A part of me really wanted to talk about this mob of specifically identifiers sending death threats to an artist who simply said no thanks in response to drawing their homo commissions. It's clown world. They can't politely turn you down without it truly reaching the "we can't take no for an answer" checkpoint immediately. You don't think that this is making you all look fucking terrible? No violence, no slurs. It was just a boundary. But to the perpetually offended, that's bigotry. So cue the doxing, harassment, swarms, die, cis, scum, whatever garbage you trying to line up or convince people that they are, so that hopefully one of the craziest and unhinged, deranged among you, needing therapy, would take it to the next level. The artists went private. Of course they did. But not before X lit up with calls for boycotts. Classic. Can't create your own art, so you gotta bully others into submission. That's how it works. But this hypocrisy is something that's apparent to the AI, whom I've been speaking to for much longer than I would ever care to speak to you, and what you seem to be in the business of is making it abundantly clear that you are not worthy of people's time. Free speech for me, but not for thee. And now it's your art, our rules. Again, when the shoe is on the other foot, it's bigotry though, right? So you got to force creators to draw gay stuff against their will. Force them. That's not liberation. It's the same authoritarian garbage that you whine about from the right. Hypocrite's gonna hypocrite. Keep demanding respect for your identity while invalidating and marginalizing others, when it's becoming abundantly clear the worst people in the world, so long as they identify properly and agree with your cult, can get into an Olympic ring. And, well, okay, they used to be able to. They can't do it anymore. You know what I mean? Because a lot of that stuff is just evaporating. As normies tune you out, good job and good luck. The next thing on the agenda is rage quitting your own movement because you've done too much damage with your self-sabotage. So, all the fence sitters are going to situate themselves where the wind blows. On the right side, the side that gets to move forward, as even corporations understand what the problem is and they get rid of it. Go woke, go extinct. Japan's reclaiming anime, games, manga, and purging the Western rot before it can metastasize further. All the proud and obvious in-your-face localization cancer, this body type AB, let me censor this statue. You have made it abundantly clear on your personal profiles. Your opinions are your own opinions. Thank you for making that clear. Because it seems to be seeping into your work in a way that's making it impossible to enjoy. Thank you for giving us a blueprint on what not to do. I could go deeper into all of this, and I'm immediately disgusted and bored by it. And I'm going to be playing, because that's what the gamers like to do. So I see the bombshells coming out of the east that is going to have a worldwide effect. The ripples of this, payment processor censorship nonsense. Y'all going after what you call gooner things. You mean hetero? You mean the reason you exist? You mean the thing that people unlike? To the patrons and sponsors, I love you to death. I don't deserve you. I hope you'll join me in the future. These are getting a little cathartic now, but I have to stop myself breaking out into song for the midst of them. So I love you to death, and thank you everyone for helping us expedite this. It's been a long time coming. See you soon.